What's up guys, it's Engineering Jay here, and today I will be talking about the financials of my 2021 Camaro SS 1LE with the automatic transmission. Now, just off the bat, I will tell you guys the sticker price, what the dealer wanted, how much I put down on the car, the APR, and the monthly payment. So the dealer wanted $48,500 for the car, and after rebates and things like that going on at the time, the car price was $45,500. So I put $6,000 down on the car, which pretty much only covered tax, title, license, and I ended up walking out the door financing $45,500 on the car at 6.06% for 72 months, so 6 years. My monthly payment on the car is $730, but I pay $800 a month to hopefully keep up with the cost of the deflation on my car, or the cost of how much my car depreciates, not the deflation. My insurance per month is $235, and I'm insured with Geico. And yeah, that's quite a lot, but I daily this car, so I drive about 10,000 miles a year on my insurance, so that's another reason they charge me so much. And another reason they charge me so much is my age. I'm only, or not only 25, but I'm 25, and this is my first sports car, so I'm pretty sure they consider me a liability. So in total, for just insurance and car payment a month, I look at around $1,035 to $1,040, and that's not factoring in gas. So, like I said, I do daily this car, so I'm filling up about once or once and a half a week. I do commute 80 miles a day almost. On the days I do go in, because of COVID right now, our office only expects us in 2 to 3 times a week, sometimes less. So sometimes I get a little lucky, I only have to fill up once a week. Other times I'm not so lucky and I have to fill up maybe twice a week. And with gas prices right now, it comes out to around $40 to $80 a week, depending on how often I go in. So you factor that in, it's about $200 a month on the high end for gas. So I look at around $1,200 a month for this car. Now, it's not cheap by any means, but it definitely is worth it, and I have no regrets paying that much for this car. Alright, so story time on the price of my car. So the dealer kind of, I don't want to say screwed me over, but they kind of screwed me over. So online, when I was looking at cars, or looking at Camaros per se, I went to Chevy's website, and this car was actually one of the cheapest listed in California. It was listed at 43. I don't know if it was 43 or 43.5 on the car, but that's about the price that this dealer wanted for the car. So I'm emailing the dealer back and forth, and they're saying, okay, so we'll give you the car for 43.5. But then when the time comes to sign paperwork and stuff like that, they say, oh, the car is 45. So I was wondering, well, wait, why is it 45? So the dealer actually puts add-ons onto the car that you can't option off. It was a stupid paint protection plan and edge guards for my doors, and it was an extra. Hang on. Sorry, I have to get on the highway. Merging speeds, of course. There's anyway, the dealer wanted 45 out the door, pretty much. Excuse me. So the dealer wanted sticker price 45 for the car. So, and they wouldn't budge. I wanted to just pay 43 out the door. I tried to offer lower, and they wouldn't budge because they just wouldn't. They knew this car would sell even if it wasn't selling to me. So yeah, I just stuck I just sucked it up and I just paid the 45.5 before tax, titles, license. And yeah, I know I probably could have gotten a better deal out of state, but I really don't have the time to go out of state to check cars or to have someone out of state check a car for me. So I just, again, sucked it up and bought it in person. And yeah, here I am with the car today. So tax, titles, and license were about $6,000. I think it was around 5.7 or 5.8 for tax, titles, license. So again, I put around $6,000 down on my car, so that pretty much just covered the whole tax, titles, and license. I would have put more down on my car, but that's actually a funny story. So I had a Veloster pretty much, or not pretty much gifted to me, but I had a Veloster handed down to me pretty much, and the person who handed it down to me was way upside down on the loan, so I got stuck with paying for the rest of the Veloster when it was only worth about $6,000, and I didn't owe 12 grand on it, but the Veloster loan was about 12 grand, so I had more money saved up to put down on a car. It's just I had to pay off that car before I could get this car. So that was the story about my down payment and why I only put $6,000 down. I wish I could have put more down, but it's whatever. So yeah, I am financing this car for 6 years. So I could have done the 5 years instead of the 6 years, but for some reason, I guess the way the finances work, they were actually charging me a higher APR for 5 years and a lower APR for 6 years. Now I know it's their scam. I know you're paying more if you pay, or if you go with the 6-year finance at a lower interest rate, but I'm pretty much paying off my car in 5 years with the amount I'm putting on my monthly payment now. So I'm getting a bit lower of an interest rate now, and I'm still paying it off in 5 years. So yeah, that's why I did 6 years instead of the 5 years for the lower interest rate, but I'm still paying the rate of 5 years. Yeah, and my insurance is, again, $235 a month, or I think around $1,300 for 6 months. And it's kind of crazy how expensive that is, but when I looked at my other options, everyone else wanted above $300 a month for the same amount of miles with less coverage. So again, I know it's expensive, but it's not as expensive as other insurance companies. Now, funny thing with insurance, again, I put down that I drive 8,000 to 9,000 miles a month, not a month, a year, and I'm almost already halfway there in about 4 months of ownership for the car. So as much as I like to daily this thing, I'm probably going to get another daily, probably a cheap beater car that I can do my own work on, maybe like a older Altima or older Honda or something with a little bit higher mileage. Looking at buying a car in cash for about $3,000-4,000. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love dailying this car. It's just it's getting a little pricey, especially with the gas, and I wasn't expecting to go back to work full time this year, but I guess the situation down where I work is starting to clear up a bit. So I'm probably going to start going back to work full time starting next month. So I'll be driving 80 miles a day, 5 days a week. So it's 400 miles a week times 4 for a month. So 1,600 miles a month almost. And yeah, that's it's putting a little too many miles on this car for me, I think. Now, of course, I'm still gonna drive it whenever I can, but I don't think I'm gonna drive it I want to drive it that often, but I don't want to put that many miles on it. This car is, again, it's amazing, but it is a track-focused car, so these wide tires, they pick up literally everything on the ground, and my rear quarter panels went from looking black to looking like salt and pepper. So I'm actually going to do something about that. I plan to PPF my rear quarter panels and my rockers, and then I also plan to install my ZL1 add-ons rock guards. So In a video coming up, I will actually be installing those rock guards along with something else, hopefully this weekend. I'll also be going down to the mountains in Mexico this weekend and hopefully getting a good video on that. So I know my first Mexican mountain run wasn't the fastest, but I have taken this car down to the mountains in Mexico after that, and I did push it a bit, and I think I'm a little bit more comfortable going a little bit quicker now. So hopefully this Mexican mountain run this weekend will be a little bit more exciting than the previous one I did. So I am going with a group down to Mexico, so hopefully I'll get some good footage and upload it this weekend. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I will try to answer as many as I can or reply to as many as I can, but I hope to continue to upload more videos about this car, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy the content about this car. I wish I could end this video by doing some polls, but you know, the good old California traffic, there's always cars in front of you and to the left and right of you, so wish I could end it on a poll, but I can't. So but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video.